I have been sent the TT Artisans f1.4 manual 35mm lens. We are going to be putting this through its paces and deciding whether this is worth splashing out any cash on. First impressions are good, looks good, feels good. So hopefully we can make some good photos. I am in the beautiful town of Trilly in the county of Kerry. I've been here a few times and made a few photographs about this place, but we're really going to delve in with this lens today. So pour yourself a coffee, sit back and enjoy this review of this 35mm TT Artisans lens. Also, if you are watching for the first time and you have yet to subscribe, please do. It would mean the world to me. My ambition for this channel is to grow it even more than what we did last year. Hell, let's try and reach 10k. Also, a quick mention that I've just released my first e-zine. I've released my first zine. It is out now, it's on my store, go check it out. It's all about photography and travel, and this is volume 1. As you can see here, it's all about Sallow. I will endeavour to make one of these once a month, so stay tuned for the next issue if you have purchased the first one. Right, I know I'm waffling now, so let's dig into the video and find out whether you should splash some of your money, your well-earned cash, on this kind of beautiful little designed TT Artisans 35mm. Let's go make some pictures. So it's the next day and I've still got the TT Artisans 35mm on my XS20. The heavens opened up yesterday while I was on the street. As you can see, it got dark really quickly. I wasn't aware of the light, but this is f1.4. So I'm able to shoot in such low light that I was able to get some really good shots. And the best thing about these lenses is that they really give you an artistic kind of flair to your shots. This isn't supposed to get the best possible image. This is kind of like having an old lens. If you're looking for the optics in this, then you need to be searching somewhere else. But if you're looking for something that has got that artistic flair, that creativity, then these lenses are great. I mean, this lens only sets you back 63 bucks. Probably, you know, a little less if you're here in the UK, or Ireland is where I am. But a really good little find. I've just been around the wetlands. It does look like it's going to rain, so I'm going to head in. This is the XS20 I've got, so it isn't weather sealed, and I don't think this lens is. That's one of the cons about these little lenses. Look how little it is on this camera. It's beautiful, great setup. I really do think that it's definitely proven to be a little beast. I like to think that I am more of an artistic creator than just someone who takes photographs, and yeah, some of the shots I took just now and last night were fantastic. I really like this lens a lot, and it's really proven, you know, that maybe you don't need to be paying out so much money for some of these flashy lenses. The only thing I am missing is some weather sealing. I'd love not to be thinking about heading home because it's going to rain, because I could stay out here all day just taking photos. But yeah, the f1.4 aperture on this is a real treat. Plus, I'd also like to mention that all the video that you're seeing in this video is shot on this lens. I just wanted to have, you know, see how it performed. Something I might not use, but again, it's very artistic. Okay, so I just missed that storm, so I was lucky to get in. I've just noticed as I have been editing this video as I go along, I did mean to say that the price is $73, not $63. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this lens and what
it has under its bonnet. So as I said, this is a completely manual focused lens. The material is all metal, has an aperture of 1.4 and it weighs only 180 grams, which they say is about the weight of an apple. So pretty lightweight. They also say it's the smallest and lightest normal length prime. And I would have to agree, this thing is tiny. It's another one of those lenses that I thought I really weren't going to be too fussed about. But in the end, it's really become quite something to play with. I think if it's this small and I'm going on a trip and I feel I want to do some photography in low light conditions, then something like this is great. And I tell you why, because not only is it very portable and travel friendly, it's the fact that if I lose this thing or damage it, okay, 73 bucks or whatever it is in English pounds, it's not a great deal of money for a lens. Okay, it's still a significant amount to some people, and I understand that, but for a lens, when most lenses can cost, you know, even up to £1,000, I would be okay if something bad happened to it. And that's sometimes how I like to think of things, is how much anxiety is this lens going to put on me? And the answer is barely nothing at all. But it's not to say that I don't like it. I really love it. I do actually feel like I use this as a prime lens for a lot of my work. It's surprisingly good. It has character. Most lenses do the job now. But if you want something extra, these TT Artisan lenses are really starting to deliver something else, and you're getting something for a margin of the price. Money isn't everything, but if you are in this camera game, you do know things can cost quite a bit. So it is handy when something does cost as little as this does. Like I have already mentioned in this video, the only con about this lens for me is that I don't think, because it isn't clarified, and I'm sure for the money, I can't be certain it's not weather resistant, but it could be. So let me know in the comments if you know otherwise. But I'm dead chuffed with it. I'm going to be using it, and as I have travel plans coming up in the future, this would be hard not to bring. Like I said, if I lose it, break it, drop it in the sea, I would be obviously disappointed in the moment. I'm not going to be crying about it. It's fair to say. But as an artistic expression of my art, I will have to give this a good thumbs up. This lens, even for video, I have to say, it's surprisingly good. So to conclude, if you're thinking of buying one of these budget little lenses, I do think you would be mightily surprised. Anyway, go have a look. I have dropped a link in my description. Check it out, see what you think. I'm a big fan, and I hope that you might be too. If you do have any questions about this lens or anything related about my gear, whatever, drop them in the comments below. I will do my best to get back to you. I don't always have all the answers. And yeah, this was a fun little video. So as always, let's make some waves, and I will see you in the next one.